Hi. Okay, this is all about everybody. I want to speak briefly on what I've titled When Leaders Frolic While the People Grieve. When leaders frolic while the people grieve. Nothing typifies the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration than the demonstrable lack of compassion, empathy, decency, and tact in governance and leadership. I need you to watch this short video before I continue. Watch.
I know you've been here for quite a while and you've enjoyed the best part of the day. Senate President, thank you. I will send you to the other side. To represent me. And that you can scatter them anywhere you are. They are confused.
Okay, so this video you just watched was recorded on Tuesday in Abuja, where the heads of both the executive arm and the legislature gathered to commission the new Nigerian Revenue Service headquarters building. That's where this video you watched was recorded. So, in the midst of top army officers, a brigadier general, colonel, lieutenant colonels, major, and several others, and I mean, countless regular combatants were decimated, were killed by terrorists, kidnappers, and bandits, and all of that in several theaters of war. Beni Sheikh, Jili, and other places. I mean, in Jili, a border town between Yobe and Borno State, 200 people were killed. Some of them terrorists, some of them just civilians, but Anyway, so as I speak here, several families are in mourning because several villages have been ransacked. People are in kidnappers' den. The families are looking for money to pay ransom, and so on and so forth. But in the midst of all of this, our politicians gathered and they were, celebrating, as it were, commissioning, a building. So my question is, what makes this building commissioning so expedient? It is important, but is it expedient? It is important, yes, but is it expedient? A few questions beg for answers. Could President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not have postponed this event? Second, has the president, being the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, has he visited the families of the bereaved officers as high as the brigadier general? Has he visited them, the colonels and the rest of them, to commiserate and condole with their families? Also, have the army hierarchy visited this also for the same purpose? So, while these officers' bodies lay dead in the mortuary, awaiting burial, they've since been buried, our political leaders were gathered bantering, stroking political opponents, and laughing away as if all is well with our country. You know what? A casual viewer of this video, and it's all over social media, all over. A casual viewer of this video who stumbles on this video, would be forgiven if they think the video is maybe one of these Scandinavian countries where everything is okay, there's peace, there's harmony, there's no problem. So, let me ask, going further, is there nobody around Senate President Godswill Akpabio who is able to educate him on the impropriety of making every critical situation that is of grave national importance a light-hearted moment? Is there nobody around Godswill Akpabio to sit him down and educate him on the need to be mature, to be sober? Because at this level, at this event, Senate President Akpabio made several ridiculous comments. The most annoying being that, he said insecurity is being sponsored by President Tinubu's political opponents, and that 2 weeks after general elections in 2027, insecurity will simply vanish. How reckless can he be as a leader? Number 3 citizen in the hierarchy. How reckless can one be? Is there no one, I repeat, is there no one in Godswill Akpabio's inner circle able to mind him that the mood of the nation isn't one at this time for cynical tomfoolery? And more crucially, When the president, made that snide comment, that I would send, maybe I would send Senate presidents to go to the opposition and scatter them. Do we interpret this comment to be a Freudian slip? And that this is exactly what has been going on with the PDP, with the Labour Party, and now the ADC. A deliberate act of sabotage, sending agents of destabilization to those political parties to hollow them out from inside. Is this what it is? A Freudian slip? Because why should the president make such a reckless comment? So, as I conclude, can I humbly, with due respect, appeal that all our current political leaders, especially at the federal and state tiers of government, do better, demonstrate a high sense of sobriety, reflecting the mood of the nation, and live up to the standards of leadership that both inspires comfort and confidence in everyone. Can you just do better? Can you lead by the standards of leadership anywhere in the world? Because I do not know of any serious nation on this earth that is losing men, both soldiers and non-combatant, civilians, to insecurity. And then this is what our leaders will be doing. I do not know of anywhere in the world. These aren't the times for endless frolicking, sickening mirth and entertainment, and of course wasteful ceremonies. This isn't the time for this. I urge you, by the mercies of God. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.